Isn't it absolutely amazing what you can find at the end of some dirt roads out in the woods? This is a still. Today they're making gasohol, but this is exactly the way they made moonshine many, many years ago. Let me show you how it's done. You take your ingredients. Sometimes you use corn, sometimes you use fruit, apples, peaches, grapes, cherries. You put them in the 4x4 cookers. These are called the 4x4 cookers. You put your stuff in there with some yeast and you cook it. When it gets done, when you determine that it's done, you dip this mash out of there, you take and put it in the still. That's the black barrel. The black tank is the still. The burner is on the right. That's the rusty tank on the right. That's heating water. You put that on top of the mash, it creates a steam. The steam goes over to the little barrel on the left, the little tank on the left. That's the condenser. The steam comes out of the condenser over to the wooden box on top. There's some radiators in there. That cools the gas and turns the gas into a liquid. That liquid that comes out is alcohol. The remainder of the mash left in the still is pumped down here to the hog pen, where the hogs eat it. There is no waste. The hogs eat it all.
Had been signed by Chip Ganassi team to run their third entry next year, but with the season-ending injury to Sterling Marlin suffered a couple of weeks ago, he's gotten a head start on his Winston Cup rookie apprenticeship. I almost said Wookie apprenticeship. Wookie. That wouldn't be good. Star Wars.
And Kevin Harvick up against the wall in turn 4. This could be the caution it is.
There it is. There's the
everyone
caution.
else has been looking for.
It looked like I might have had a tire, Larry.
What a weekend, bud. What a weekend. You think of anything I had more fun doing.
We've been friends for a long time, and I've driven for you for a long, well, actually I've driven for your wife for a long time. But, you know, a lot of times in the motorhome lot, we're parked next to each other, and wake up one morning and get on my uniform and get ready for practice and realize that I've come outside and it's 2 hours fast on my clock. And so I think Kevin has come in the night before and got in my clock, set it 2 hours fast. So this bus driver says that they're awake and inside and Kevin's getting ready. So I run inside real quick thinking that I was actually looking more forward to jumping in bed with Delana than I was seeing Kevin. Yet did I realize how bad of an idea it really was when I got there, because Kevin's in the shower, and instead of worrying about me jumping in bed with his wife, he's worried about taking his finger and covering himself up.
Well, Joe Ruttman has the market cornered on poles. He's won 3 straight, and he broke the track record in his truck at Phoenix. The 55-year-old says, quote, "You can imagine if an old guy can go this fast, how fast this truck could go with a young guy in it." Andy Houston countered, quote, "That's what we North Carolinians call playing possum. I wish he would lose his pack of viagra," end quote. No comment from Mrs. Ruttman.
We have a new leader, and 100,000 folks here, including 3 of us in the booth, are still shaking our heads at how Denny Hamlin got to the front and took the lead from teammate Tony Stewart. They came from about 12th position.
Us and the spotters and all these fans said, whoa, how did that happen?
But if you notice, they not only did they get to the high side, they put a big gap between that single file line, and then when they cleared Tony Stewart down in turn 1 and 2, Denny dropped to the inside. We heard the spotter for Jamie McMurray say, "You got a hole, dive in behind him," and that's exactly what happened.
What Dale Jr. have to say about that, Matt?
Mike, he was just riding on the inside, and when those cars went by and took the lead, he simply said on the radio, kind of jokingly, "Rude."
When this is over tonight, we're parked together in the same bus lot right next to each other like normal, and I'll come over and Delana and I'll show you what more than 3 minutes really is all about tonight.